chant is going full throat. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 40. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires left. Makes a connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Tillman. Got his man quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On the option. Quick toss. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3, and the electric run has him set up.
Man, It's so nice to have a weapon like this at quarterback. It dictates coverage. You want to play man-to-man? Everybody turns their back. Watch him pick him up, put him down, shoot up yards, getting a big play down the field.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now it's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown Seminoles.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So the Boston College Eagles offense will go to work for the first time today. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop?
Fires one high and deep. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
On the run from inside his own 5, and the returner is stopped. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Using his feet to buy time. He's going to run it. And the ball slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
Trying to power it in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Marches ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the back. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, and nowhere to run.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Graves. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Makes the catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And stampeding through the defense. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Tillman. Steps away. Lets it go to the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Wide out in motion. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. To throw, it's Tillman. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
At the 35, he's loose. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure coming.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Direct snap. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Tillman. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Touchdown, Noles! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's right on target. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Graves. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line.
First down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibbs. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He wants to throw it again. Quick completion on the out route. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. A little screen to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. Second down after that incompletion. The back goes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Boston College will send out the punt team. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
To the air, it's Tillman. He's going to throw deep right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a gap. It's Gibbs. Across the 25. He's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quickly complete. On the move is the 30. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 6 over Western Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage.
He's off to the races. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. This offense has a 2nd down play. Running to the left. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Now on the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's open. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown has ensued. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense starts deep in a hole. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Feeling some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Trying to get to him. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You've got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He's going to let it go. Snatches it on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. He's going to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, he makes the catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw, it's Tillman. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by this defense, knowing it's third and short, understanding the situation, playing very balanced with their RPO, coming up, tackling the running back, forcing the fourth down.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. And the Noles trying to cash it in on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be.
And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He's got the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Coming after it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain. He tries to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Tillman. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Pocket starts to... He lofts one down the sideline. He caught it. Touchdown, Noles! And the route is on. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in.